This is going to be very interesting. Our guest coming up, Jim Sparks, lives in the Nevada desert, my old stomping grounds. He works as a debt consultant, born in 1954. He spent his early years in Florida. Sparks studied real estate at a community college in Florida, and then began working for a major condominium firm, who eventually moved him to Houston in 1979. After 12 years, he started J&J Properties, which is a natural land development company, which mostly operated in North Carolina. Sparks was now able to use his own philosophy and forbade, he actually would not allow removing more trees than necessary from each lot. So I guess he's ecologically sensitive. At 34 years old, Sparks was happily married and financially successful when his experiences with otherworldly beings began. Life as he knew it began to unravel with these unexplained incidents. Now, 18 years later, Sparks has moved from resistor to cooperator and is sharing his experiences with others tonight with you. A conservationist at heart, Sparks encourages others to support their work being done by the Nature Conservancy to help save critical acreage in the Atlantic Forest region of South America. In a moment, a very unusual...
Jim Sparks, are you the first one to have a concept to regrow and save the rainforest? I seem to remember them having a serious problem with cutting down any trees, even here in Northern California when I was a child. They started regrowing their own. They already do it here. Do you think that nobody else on the planet, it's occurred to them that we need to preserve the rainforest, man? You needed 18 years of multiple hundreds of abductions to communicate that you want to save the rainforest? Okay, I see. Well, you know, all you need to do, Grace, as far as I'm concerned, is politely come here and knock on my door, because I already know you're there, and I don't hurt anyone. I'm not going to hurt you as long as you don't put fear into me. You understand? You come to me in peace, love, and respect. I will approach you in love and respect. Don't ask me to deny Jesus Christ, and we won't have a problem. Okay? But all I need to do is pleasantly come and knock on my door, show themselves to me. Obviously, I'm going to take them extremely serious, and tell me, we want you to go on a campaign to help to save the rainforest. Wouldn't that be a little bit easier? In fact, let me jump ahead of here. Wouldn't it be a little bit easier to just come and knock on my door and ask me for a sperm sample? Huh? You know, I could get you all the sperm samples you want. All I need to do is go down to the sperm bank. Okay? Why don't you go invade a sperm bank? Why you gotta snatch people up and scare the living shit out of them? Why would you be, I mean, that's like raping a woman, man. You don't do that. You just don't do that. That's evil. That's demonic. Okay?
Individual is going to take us in detail through his experiences. Coming up, Jim Sparks. As promised, Jim Sparks. Jim, welcome to Coast AM.
Hey, it's great to be here, Art. Thanks.
You're very welcome. Thank you. I wonder why somebody of your stature, somebody who has been very financially successful, even if you had all of these experiences, which I don't doubt that you've had in such great detail, we're going to hear so much tonight, would have the cojones to come on a national radio program and talk about it.
Let me tell you something. It doesn't take any cojones. If something happens to you that you believe is true, that you need to let other people know about, it doesn't take any balls to do that. It doesn't take any balls to do that. I haven't even been abducted by aliens, and I'm here showing people that I care about it, I'm concerned about it, because I believe that it's happening. It's clearly happening. Okay?
Well,
It's this whole purpose, right?
it's
Why does it take
been an
couple
evolving
days? It's your
situation.
purpose, Jim.
In the beginning years, well, I'm straightforward, logical, down to earth, honest, and in the early years, meaning starting in '88, these experiences were abrupt and in my face and without warning, just like overnight. And particularly the first 6 years, I had nothing but loathing and hate. And
So you did not talk publicly then about this?
no, I didn't even know things like this existed. Actually, I wasn't really tuned into any of the abduction experiences of other people. It wasn't me. Now, sure, I felt like perhaps there were visitors from other planets, because considering the size of the cosmos and how many stars are out there and planets rotating around them, that it was possible something can come by. But the visits we get and these extraterrestrials and the...
Okay, I'm going to have to stop this video because it might go too long. You know what he's describing to me right now? That he's fresh meat to them. He knows nothing about the extraterrestrial issue when he starts getting into when they take him. He doesn't have a relationship with God. He's a young kid. And he's just a typical, he's 30-something years old. He's just a typical money seeker. Part of the monetary system. Okay? Part of the bullshit that we're all wrapped up in. The difference is that he has no relationship with God, and he knows nothing about this extraterrestrial issue. He's also fairly well spoken, obviously. He's clearly capable of. He's got the vocabulary that would be associated with an educated person, and that's all fine. Okay, that's great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this one, and we're going to continue this because I don't want to go too long on this. Okay, look for number 2.